Do you think Jayden should have been in the game, bro?
I mean, look, we've seen starters in games that are blowouts like this. So I'm not going to kill Dan Quinn. I didn't love the play call for sure. You know, the RPO and, you know, you got to put him in harm's way. But I kind of look at it like, I mean, Jayden is obviously injury prone. Like he's already in a year and a half had the ribs, the hamstring, strained knee, and now this. And so I don't want to say, I mean, he could have got hurt on any play. So I get it. You could have taken him out, but we see starters. I'm sure you were in plenty of games where it's a blowout and you just keep your starters in. So I'm not going to kill Dan Quinn on this.
Yeah, he should have been in the game. Like, it's easy for us when a player gets hurt. We said it with Chris Godwin.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Last year. We said it last year with Chris Godwin. And when guys get hurt, when they're trying to fight, do you understand when you are a player, you're not saying, Coach, you can put somebody else in. We're not going to come back. That's not your mentality. The moment it's third down, you are grabbing your helmet, strapping your chin strap up because you expect to go back out there and try to do something. Now, as a coach, the mentality becomes, okay, we got to put something good on tape. We can't just allow this game to trickle into the following week. We're 3-5 as a team, the Commanders were. They're trying to fight to remain a threat in the NFC, which is running away with a lot of other teams that are having success, and we're going in the opposite direction. The best chance we have to do that is with our starting quarterback, to give us something to go. Even if we don't win this game, we have to build some type of momentum for the following week. And that's all teams try to do when they're in those type of situations. But Jayden, he's probably the first one to grab his helmet and want to go out there and compete. So I don't have a problem with it. He should have been in the game. In hindsight, because he got hurt, we're saying shouldn't have been in the game. It was out of reach. But no, every player wants to still play.
Yeah, the problem isn't that he was in the game late. Problem is that this is probably not that shocking. And this is the worst take to have because nobody wants to have it and nobody wants it to be right. But this was the worry with Jayden Daniels coming out of college.
Okay. You know, the fact that Nick Wright was just smirking there, I just know this is just so irritating. First off, everyone is so wrong here, and it's actually painful, and that's why I made my post. I did it right when the injury happened and ended up being put post-game with Jayden Dams got injured. I was furious. I was furious. And it's not so much that he shouldn't have been in the game. It's what the game plan around Jayden is. And it's with a quarterback right now who is already banged up. And yet you're having him just take hit after hit after hit. He has to be the leading rusher. He's getting pressured nonstop. He's getting sacked nonstop. He has no receivers to throw to. No one's open. You're hanging him out to dry, okay? And we see quarterbacks all the time get injured in these circumstances. All the time, whether it be Joe Burrow, whether it be Justin Herbert, whether it be Lamar Jackson. So don't tell me about like, this is the problem with this body and this or that. The Commanders do not do a good enough job of protecting this quarterback. And Jayden Daniels also needs to do a better job of protecting himself. But that's also up to the Commanders to making sure that happens. And when you're down 31 points with 7 minutes to go, having your quarterback take a shot doesn't make any sense. It makes none. When he's already been injured and he hasn't been playing up to speed, like this is what I talked about yesterday, football, and what Greg Jennings is saying, that's great. That's macho. I'm a man. I love it. You know what? My 9-year-old niece wanted to drive. She wanted to drive. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to take those keys and get behind the driver's seat. Behind the steering wheel and wanted to drive. And I said, how about no? How about that? When she was 5 years old, 4 years old, whatever, she's like, you don't have to hold my hand anymore. Mommy and Daddy don't, they say they don't have to hold my hand. I was like, oh, what are you talking about? First off, they never said that. Second of all, you're holding my hand. We're in the parking lot right now. Get next to me. I don't care what you want. So. Stop with that nonsense. Stop with it. It's nonsense. And we see it so clearly. It's just, this is what I said. It's just math. It's just science. It's just biology. It's just physiology. It's just kinesiology. Like, we know how to help and hurt the human body very well. We don't get it perfectly. There's a ton of luck involved. But we still know that there is a base level of a way to go through this. And it's why we see it very clearly in basketball and baseball. When a pitcher gets injured and he's coming back on the mound, he doesn't just go out there and just throw 100 pitches 99 miles per hour. And pitching is violent. You are literally throwing a ball like 100 miles per hour, and you're doing it again and again and again. And when you're throwing breaking pitches, you're contorting your body. Like, it's why these guys have such crazy shoulder issues. It's violent. And they don't just throw them out there. They're not like, oh, you're healthy. Great. All right. Here you go. You're starting. Pitching 6 innings, 100 pitches. Let's go. Not the way it works. Never ever is the way has it worked. Basketball, you're injured, you miss a few games, whatever it is. You're on minute restrictions. They reintegrate you, and you can clearly see they're deconditioned. These guys miss a week or two. You can clearly see they lose out on, they're trying to do everything they can. They're riding the bike and all that. You can see. And it's the same thing with football. It's the exact same thing with football. So this idea of, like, no, he was healthy. Throw him back out there. It's all good. Number. Not the way it works. Not the way it works. It's not how the human body is. Not at all. Anyone who's been legitimately injured will know that. And I can speak perfectly to that because I've been injured. You know, you lose count. So many different surgeries. It's just, you lose count. And so, yeah, I think it's awful. I think it's a disgrace. I really do. And it's not even so much that this injury itself, because it was obviously different from his leg, but like, he's not going to be able to move as well. And when you get, it's just a numbers game. When you're getting hit that many times, you're going to get injured. You just are. You're going to get banged up. And now, taking some sort of victory lap on Jayden Daniels on injuries, I hate it is. So we are being robbed of a truly special talent right now. Like, that's the reality. And again, we can take this disconnected view. Oh, it's sports, so everyone gets in your bubba. It's like, that's cool. Cool. If you think those are the takes that you're going to get here, you're watching the wrong channel. Like, the Bengals have robbed us from Joe Burrow. The Colts robbed us of Andrew Luck. The Washington Commanders are robbing us of Jayden Daniels. That's just reality. We're being robbed. We're being robbed of greatness. Jayden Daniels is a special player. Jayden Daniels is a leap. Even though when Jayden Daniels is banged up and not playing great, I can still see, oh yeah, he looks way more comfortable and can run an offense way more smoothly than what Caleb Williams just did against the Cincinnati Bengals. You can see it. It's clear to me. And then you can also see what they need Jayden Daniels to do week after week after week. This man takes on such a massive burden. And when Lamar Jackson had to do that, oh, is it shocking that Lamar Jackson kept getting injured too? And this is what I said in that clip yesterday, that Colin was like, I don't know if you pay Lamar Jackson right now, he's never available in January. And at that time, it was like, he missed like I forget what the exact number was, but it was kind of like, oh yeah, this guy is not available in January. He's not available when it matters most, at the end of the season and into playoffs. And it was like a real question mark. Then when they could be a lot more conservative, when they could run the ball beyond just him, you can keep more protected, have a better O-line, et cetera, et cetera. Shocking. He was able to stay healthier. He still gets banged up, but shocking. So again, don't give me the nonsense of like, this is the problem with Jayden, with his body. I see Josh Allen screaming in agony when he gets hit. He had a brace on his hand the whole time. Was he able to endure it for a while? Yeah, for sure. Do you think he's going to be able to keep doing that, or you think he's eventually going to plummet? There's a good chance that he'll eventually plummet. Saw with Roethlisberger, saw with Cam Newton, saw with Andrew L. Like, you just can only take so much. Can only take so much. So yeah, you got to be smart with the decision making. You got to be smart with the play calling. You got to be smart with the management here. And just because, hey, he's a competitor, he wants to be out there, of course he does. Of course he does. I want to do a lot of things. I either have to stop myself or someone else stops me. So, no, it's insane. Oh, we have to put out good tape out there, right? You need to see good tape by Jayden Daniels because you don't know who he is. We got to be able to make sure that this doesn't feed into the next week. Okay, that's up to the coaches to figure out how to do that. That's not up to Jayden Daniels. Okay, how about that? Not up to Jayden Daniels. Not up to put that also on his, oh, so he has to be the leading rusher. He has to take all these hits. He has to take all this contact. He has to do everything he can to rescue and save this team. And he has to make sure that they can at least put on something positive to like go into the next week. Oh, okay, sure. You want to coach? You want to park the cars too? Want him to scan the tickets? Hand out the popcorn? Hand out the cotton candy? What else do you want him to do? Be a valet driver, a doctor, a surgeon, a teacher? Like, what else you want this man to do? Start filling potholes? I don't understand. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. It's indefensible from however you want to slice it. Even if you want to say, hey, we still want to keep Jayden in there. It's like, okay, well then call plays accordingly. Do that, but also not so sure that's necessary when the guy has been injured and he came back from injury. How about that? If they were playing the full season, could understand. It's a little bit different of a situation, but he's clearly not 100%. And he was getting rocked from the moment the game started. As Collinsworth kept saying, nobody's open. There's nothing for Jayden Daniels to do. This game, everything is just running through Jayden, and you're going up against a violent, aggressive, opportunistic defense, an elite defense, and you don't think you need to help support and protect your quarterback. Really, everyone was crying about Patrick Mahomes. He was pressured so much, he had 14 hits. Jayden Daniels was pressured more 20 times, and he was their leading rusher until he came out of the game. 10 carries, 51 yards. I mean, he was the entire offense, and he was getting crushed, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jayden Daniels? His injuries, how this specific one unfolded. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.